You nearly scared me to death. Heard you coming and was convinced the dead had finally sniffed me out. Oh, the same, you are a sight for sore eyes. Please, I need to escape
For
this.
the Alliance.
Sorry. Probably have to fight the undead here again. Wonder how far the bone parts stack. Like, I'm getting different body parts off the enemies. I'm not sure how far they stack though. Part of me's wondering if I should change the upload schedule for this, like maybe one every other day, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and have Evil Line in between. Would make it easier to not fall behind, but I would feel like I'm dragging it out. Oh, how am I seeing through the helmet? Like to my character's head. Ah, that's cool. I thought I would just see through the whole thing. Damn. So wait for that guy to finish his quest, or just for this guy to respawn. One or the other. I have to kill a ton of the undead here, so I'm just gonna wait right the fuck here till he respawns. Because I've already dropped enough of these. Sorry. Someone drops in the comments, in the guild chat. I've already killed enough of these. I don't want to have to kill any more than I need to. Apparently some people are selling that at like 2k. Not surprised given what it's made out of. It has resources from Molten Core, or you can buy them with coins. the rail. Um, 10 Arcanite bars, that's going to be pretty expensive. 6 Dark Iron bars, about as expensive. And 12 Guardian Stones. You get Guardian Stones as, I don't think it's guaranteed drop, but as a drop from um, the Guardians golems in Ungoro. Nope, someone bet me to it. Ooh. It's cool gear, but the lack of strength on it. Oy. But apparently to do heat level 3 of Molten Core, you need like 200 some fire resist or you just die. Like the damage gets ridiculous. And the Molten Core bonus boss is literally a Molten Core. Molten Orb for you to fight. Apparently Guardian Stones are 30 gold a pop. And you need 12 for that one weapon. It going for 2k, honestly, it's starting to sound kind of reasonable. This is kind of obnoxious since he got it first. Just have to wait. Oh shit.
Be careful.
Sometimes it doesn't click in. Ugh. Sometimes it doesn't click in, sometimes it does, and when it doesn't, that happens. Um, Please, I need to escape this place to find my master soul Dalton. May you retrieve my weapon for me. I was torn from my grip in the field outside and was forced to flee into this barn.
See you later.
Wow. seriously, in a zombie apocalypse kind of setting, you're really hoping that animals can't spread. Like, look at this field crawling with zombies. There's fucking rats here. Square Cupboard's blade. The sword is dented and chipped, but feels full of bounce in your hand.
You need something? Have a good one.
Have you retrieved the blade?
Be careful.
Thank you, Paladin. I can't express my gratitude for your aid. I need but a moment to gather my wits about me. Took a terrible blow to the head out there, and I'm not sure how well I can fight just yet. Oh, I'd help me. I hope Sir Dalton is safe.
See you later.
Finding my head has subsided somewhat, but I don't think I could find my way out of here yet, on my own yet. Hate to ask more of you, but could you help thin the ranks and clear a path for me to make my
Have a
escape?
good one.
Every time I see the green light coming in, because like I'm poisoned and doing a seal, I keep I keep thinking I'm after him friendly with the Argent Dawn or something. Fucker. Ah, hey, Bridie. Getting to play a bit early tonight, though I am so stressed out of my bored about something. Nothing I can quite go into, but it passes. It's gotten less bad as of late, but it's still bugging the piss out of me. So I condemns all who harbor evil. Now you will die. Kind of the worst place to sit, but
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready. That's still charging.
okay, they stack up to 20. In which case I think it's well worth me hitting up the hitting up the cauldrons and trying to offload. Maybe only 25 rep, but inventory space is precious, and it's better not wasted.
I can't cast it. That spell.
Just 4 more of the 2 of them now. Well, after these. God, that's overkill.
I can't loot that.
Ooh. You. thought that was her leg ripped open, but it's just belts going across it. Okay, one more cadaver, 3 more skeletal terrors.
How generous.
Should have healed first. Seriously? Seriously? Ugh. Thank you again, Paladin. If we had someone like you with us when we were ambushed, I'm quite sure the ambush would have turned into a rout against our attackers in minutes. I got my second win now, I must find Sir Dalton. He's the most skilled knight, but I'm sure he needs my aid. Tell me, have you seen him out there? He's hard to miss in his gleaming white plate armor.
See you around.
You say you found his body? No, my lord cannot be dead. Her work is not yet finished. I thank you, Paladin. I'm going to shake the shock of it, but I'm glad that you were willing to find him. Seems as his quest now falls to me. First, however, I must return to his body and burn it, lest he become very thing he sought to destroy. If I may impose upon you once more, would you please lead me to the place where Sir Dalton fell? When your judgment, Crusader Strike or Divine Storm deals a critical, your target will take 50% additional damage over until cancelled.
See you later.
Phrasing is terrible. both of us got hit with it.
I need to get closer.
Quite nice, I got Stormwind and Urgent Dawn rep for doing this quest. Hey, your ward is just dead there. If you want to mourn for this, I'll just be finding the wolves.
That spell isn't ready. I can't loot that.
What can I do for you?
Say a quick prayer to the light as you set the knight's body ablaze.
Be careful. Greetings.
It's still quite warm. Indeed, it's on fire. I will burn with him.
What can I do for you? Hey there. You need something? Can I help you? Have a good one. Greetings. Can I help you? What can I do for you? For the Alliance. Hey there. You need something? See you later.
I'm looking this up again, because where the fuck do you turn it in? I remember seeing one critique of Dragonflight was that like all the different like subzone stories were good, but they didn't like connect to anything. Like the Centaur story was restricted to just that Centaur area, and that was it. There is no tie-in with any other zone of it. Like all the quests are very standalone. Like all the zones are very standalone. While you do see like interlinking storylines here, like the storyline of Westfall and say Red Ridge are separate, but there is overlap in. I think that was the, yeah, I think that was the pally that came in with me. No, maybe it was someone else. Yeah, no, this guy that came in and got tied up in that terrible fight.
What can I do for you? See you around.
It seems I'm getting your depth out. Even seeing his body like that, it's hard to believe this is real. I've been in Sir Dalton service since I was a boy, but I feel like I've still so much to learn if I wish to finish what Sir Dalton started. I can't hope to help keep you now. You've already honored me beyond measure with your kind aid. Please, we impose upon you no longer. I'll find my way from here somehow.
For the Alliance.
Squire cupboards, there's blankets spot where Dalton's body burns. He's grinning in kind of shock. You can tell that he's in no fit state to continue on whatever quest he and his ward set out to complete. Perhaps you should speak with him and see if you can be of more aid.
Have a good one.
Like you can see connections between, say, Red Ridge and Westfall, even in the Stormwind's gone to shit. This is happening because Stormwind's fucking up. The nobles are fucking up and not doing their duty. It's all different stuff affecting the Kingdom of Stormwind, and same with Duskwood. Then you get to Strangletorn, and there's a bit of that there, but then it's also more neutral and touching on different things. I want to say there's some connectivity in, say, like the Northrend quests, but part of me is wondering, like, has that always been a bit of an issue with, say, the expansion quests in WoW? Like, say, does Hellfire really connect much with Tokar Forest or whatever it's called? The place with Alshadun. Does it really connect much with there? I don't think so. So, basically, I'm feeling like it may not be a unique complaint to just Dragonfight. It could be very well a complaint for other expansions as well. But it's been too long since I've played it to really commentate. And I haven't played Dragonflight, so I can't comment on that. Can you tell me more about the quest you and Sir Dalton set out upon? Certainly, I owe you that much at least. Where to begin? My ward and I set out from South Shore some weeks ago, chasing the scent of a particularly evil necromancer called Arcanos. This foul creature is one of the Lich King's chief agents in this part of Azeroth, and has been responsible for a countless number of atrocities. So Dalton swore an oath to see Canos dead, or to die trying. Seems he did fulfill his oath in the end. What happened here? You mentioned ambush. Yes, been tracking the fiend for months and thought we had him. Seems that our pursuit had been detected, however, as we found ourselves in an ambush. One moment we were in an empty field, the next moment we were surrounded by dozens of the dead. In the fighting, my blade was ripped from my grasp, and I took a nasty wound to the head. Surrounded, I thought I was finished, but from nowhere my ward appeared and found my attacker in seconds. He bade me to flee to the barn and seek shelter while he fought the rest of them off. I never even considered he would survive. He was so strong, so very strong. Sorry for your loss. I'm sure he fought valiantly to the end. I know he did. Now it falls to me to finish what he started here. When I saw Dalton was here to complete my training. So much yet to learn. No matter. I'll finish this fight one way or another. Swear upon the stolen throne of Orderon, the light, and any gods who may care to hear my oath. I'll fire Canos and end them. Said yourself, you've much to learn. These are deadly adversaries. Travel with me, hone your skills, face this monster together when you're ready. What say you? I don't know what to say other than it will be an honor. Double space. I am at your service.
Be careful. Can I help you? For the
I
Alliance.
don't know what to say. Despite the dire circumstances of good fortune, I find myself in the service of another true hero of the Alliance. I can only hope that I'm able to serve you better than I serve so Dalton. Lead on, hero. Dalton's horn. Coconut's not included.
See you later.
Presumably a Monty Python reference. And now I'm friendly with the Argent one. And now I finally have a relic. This is the earliest I've ever gotten a Pally relic. For the light.
You need something? Be careful.
And here's the thing, he does level up. There's 3 stages to him. He's aggroed enemies. Jesus Christ. Oh, Squire. Gonna get a lot of combat training straight off. Use a quest for me, but I can't grab it right now. Must have never applied the new rune. Your technique is most impressive, but rough around the edges in Sir Dalton, but it feels more, but it has a more worldly quality to it that I feel suits you well. Your technique is most impressive, bit rough around the edges in Sir Dalton, but it has a more worldly quality to it that I feel suits you well. Thank you so much. I've already learned so much from you. Can't wait to apply it against our foe. Lesson in violence.
Have a good one.
Your squire has grown in skill, venturing alongside you. And so here's the better one. The horn has grown more weathered and worn from use.
See you around.
It makes sense our thing would be more worldly. Because, like, say if the guy was... we're an adventurer. You know, we would be... we learn in the doing, he probably learned in a training hall. you know, as a noble and whatnot, while we're scrapping in the fields, you know. We have very, you know, we may be both experienced, you know, fighters, but our way of getting to that level of experience is different. So, truly no foe can stand against us. He gets feared a lot.
You need something? See you later.
I've only to serve the light.
I can't catch that.
I am thankful for the heal I got there. I would say thank you, but busy trying not to die. Oh, how awful me. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That spell. I can't cancel it.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, Squire. What I'm about to show you now is a special technique I like to call immortality. I will die, but then I shall rise again. It's a more worldly technique that Sir Dalton wouldn't have learned. Hopefully that wasn't excessively loud. In a second I'm gonna have to drop Divine Light, which is a shame because it's kind of nice. In its place I'll get the Righteous Vengeance thing. I can only hope in a new phase something there will be made a spell rather than a rune, and I'll be able to use Divine Light again. Because I like the idea of it, but it is a bit heavy on the mana. It's not too much more than a Divine Light, of a Holy Light, but it is a little bit more. But yeah, I know, I like the idea of having like a Paladin, just like a Paladin raid, you know, Pally tanks, Pally healers, Pally DPS, and just all calling out, pulling out their Dalton's horn. I just find it funny. Just imagining like 40 squires. Like they aren't that powerful. The like squire, as you've seen there, did a crit for 60 damage. But if there's 40 squires running around, adding to the fight, that's gonna be kind of insane. Seriously, why aren't you aggroing? For the light. Shit. I need to grab this.
That spell.
Oh, please. And brave Sir Gurik ran away. Ran away. He turned and still and fled. Could you knock it off? There's a lot of no-foe around here, apparently, because they surely stood against us. Who fed the core-handed curry? You can see his damage in orange. He's really not a good fighter. Like, he's worse than I was expecting. But he's, like, again, every bit that there.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
You know, every bit counts. So, shock and awe rune. When he hits lesson in grace. Oh, this gets you Avenging Wrath. Awesome. If you get stuck at 58, spam healing spells on him.
What can I do for you?
Thinking I may just... I'm just thinking of questing on. Yep. That actually works, cooperates with his quest, because his second part leads you into the Eastern Playlands anyway, so...
Greetings. 14 planets.
I do wonder how these street lights are still lighting. It seems rather unnatural, so I think we got our answer. Throndaril River. Your peasants, scourge upon us, run! Run for your lives! Somehow I don't think there's gonna be any peasants here.
I can't cast that yet. That's still the charge.
Let's hit up White's Hope. Petrie Gargoyle. Help us, the prince has gone mad! I don't think I recognize that quest. This may be an SOD thing. There's Haven Fire. Be healed. There is a Death Knight that you can find, and they have a quest as well. People were wondering, was it hinting at the idea of us getting Death Knights in SOD? Similarly, there's a Tauren Paladin at one point. He's in part of Paladin quest. He's the one by Tauren Mill. There's a Tauren Pally there. Sorry. See here that this house, that's where Nathanios is right now. He looks a lot different than he does in Modern. Wow, he got a makeover. You can kind of comment on it at one point, but Nathanios won't speak of it. He just tells you to go fuck yourself. But that's his normal stance to anyone that isn't his waifu. Surprised I didn't get dismounted there. Are we sure I didn't DC? Have you flagged for PvP to capture the objective? Increases melee range and spell damage by 5%. Infectus Scar. Infectus Scar.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, that's certainly some new. Ah, right, Blood of Heroes. Remember gathering some when I was on Palnai when I was lower level. Wasn't sure what to use it for. I don't think I ever held on to it too long. But Blood of Heroes is a powerful but limited crafting resource. As in, it's involved in 3 quests. Remember the Librum I got? It's involved with one of those Librums. There's a series of Librums. It's involved with one of them. It's also involved making 2 bits of gear. Plate gear, I might be making one of them, I don't know. You know, I really haven't found many rares. I'm not sure what's going on. Too many players, I guess. Seeing these plague bats is just reminding me of that Warcraft 3 custom map I did. Curse of Forsaken, something like that. It was an alternate take on Wrath of the Lich King, or just Warcraft and WoW in general. Different events play out, different things play out. But there's this one bit in it where you're fighting against the Legion. You're fighting as a custom Scourge faction, as far as I remember. I think it's custom. But you're fighting against the Legion, and there's nests of plague bats, or bats, that you can take over. And as you take over more nests, I think it was like taking over more nests. Or maybe you already had the nest, but you had to give them time to kick into gear. But they would start deploying more and more bats onto the field. More and more bats onto the field. And they would... you know, you could pretty much leave the level to them once they got going. There's so many bats. I remember them gradually, slowly, so very slowly, killing enemy heroes. They might have been the strongest unit, but they were flying, so they were able to avoid a lot of the enemy's units. Oh, there's a result of picking up Blood of Heroes. 1 to 3 fallen heroes can spawn and get pissed at you and try to kill you. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, that one custom campaign. It was a Curse Forsaken or something. But yeah, you take over nests or something. I can't quite remember the mechanic of it. Dude, there's a Scourge champion literally staring at you like a stalker right here. God, you're terrible at your jobs. They aren't actually flagged for PvP, so they won't actually fight enemies. If an NPC is flagged for PvP, doesn't necessarily mean that you can attack and kill them. It means that they will get involved if they see a enemy nearby. If they aren't flagged for PvP, then they will ignore even NPC troops. Like of standard NPC guards, as far as I've seen. They all seem as far as standard like NPCs here are concerned, they have to be flagged for PvP to get involved in fights like that. Then again, she didn't get involved in that. Oh fuck, I don't know. Maybe it's just coincidence that some of them, some of the ones that get involved are marked for PvP. Maybe it's just Gwinky Dink. Jesus Christ, was there fallen hero blood right here? Jesus. Apparently it can spawn right at the bulwark in Terraceville Glades. Like, right within, like, low B viewing range. But, yeah. I remember the vampire bats swarming from the south up north, and they would be cut down, but once they started going, they were like doing the level by themselves. I remember them slowly picking off enemy heroes. Like it was like, you know, level 10 hero, or maybe it was higher. I don't remember how far it went, but they were gradually plinking down a Dreadlord hero. And yeah, I know they were just damn powerful allies. It was fun to have. It was a fun mission. It was difficult to get to that point, but once they hit their stride, it was groovy. It was beautiful.
You got my attention.
I'm what you call a capitalist human.
Watch your back.
Terrible thing, what happened to Urza. See, the town was sacked and Urza didn't want to leave his precious goods behind. The thing I remember him saying was, burn every last leaf before they get their damned dirty hands on them. Maybe I may love a good stogie, but I'm no fool. After Urza and his delightful store that day. I assume he went down in flames, but if there's a chance that even one box of his famous tobacco is still intact. What do you say, Gorak? Find a box for old Smokey.
Off with you. Be good.
These here Argent people commissioned old Smokey to do a little demolition work for him. Smokey's mommy ain't no dummy. When gold coin is left on the table, Smokey's services are available. That's my motto. Now, I'll be willing to split the commission with you if you're willing to do a little legwork. Here's the deal. I'm heading over to the Plaguewood and mark buildings we need destroyed. You gather components for the bombs. Meet back here when you've got everything, deal? 2 thorium bars, 1 golden rod, 8 high explosive bombs, and 8 unstable triggers. I can make some of those.
Watch your back.
It's certainly not worth the money, but the XP is not to be frowned upon.
Great to meet ya.
I got too much to do and not enough time to do it, human. Please get out of my way.
Hey there. Have a good one.
It's been quite a while since I've seen Light's Hope like this. Yeah, it was a dismal shithole. Kinda fits the place.
What's on your mind?
Welcome to the Plaguelands, Gorak. As you know, the Forsaken and their allies hold the lands to the west of here against their best efforts. The land's commanders have decided that here in the east we'll establish new fortifications, tighten the noose around their enemies. They are as long abandoned since the days of order and are to be seized and rebuilt for this purpose. These lands are dangerous and we could use your help.
Safe travels.
Hey,
The Plaguelands are an excellent place to strike against the Scourge.
very well then.
The Forsaken apothecaries are not the only beings in this world schooled in the sciences. I've been studying the plague for years, human. We previously thought that potency of the plague was dwindling, but what I've discovered here in the Plaguelands is startling. The plague seems to be growing in strength. I need to run more tests. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. The most potent source of the plague is from the tainted flesh most recently infected. Travel to Stratholme and bring me samples.
You have a great day now. Off and away.
The Argent recently learned that Scourge are creating their own plagued dragon fight. We must stop them. Scourge gain a force of dragons, will sweep across Azeroth unchecked. Their necromancers are breeding plagued dragons at the Shoal Manse in the middle of Darumir Lake. Go to the Shoal Manse and kill as many hatchlings as you can
Be seeing you.
before they get any bigger.